Magandang gabi mga kababayan at welcome sa Ang Pinoy Live. And it's Thursday, tips and advices po ngayon. And tonight we are so excited because we will be talking to someone na sa tingin ko ay maraming naghihintay. Sabi nga nila, yung bansang to kung saan siya naroon is the best country now to live. So hindi ko na po patatagalin pa. Our topic for tonight is about going to Canada. And our guest is actually the CEO of Locky Immigration Solutions Inc. Her consulting firm is actually an awardee, 2022 awardee or top choice. So tatanungin po natin sa kanya ang mga awards pa na nakuha niya at kung gaano na nga ba kadami ang natulungan niyang mga Pinoy. So hindi ko na po patatagalin pa. Our guest for tonight is the CEO, Ms. Vivian Leah Locky. Hi, Ms. Vivian. Good evening.
Hello po, good evening po sa lahat. And of course, first of all, maraming salamat sa Ang Pinoy for inviting us today. Napaka-flattering. Actually, it was just talaga that we have a client nakakalala din ni Giselle and we were invited here. I'm so honored and blessed po talaga to give a shed and light po kung meron po kayong plans to come here to Canada. So yes, I'm so happy to shed the light today. And yes, yung sinasabi ni Miss Giselle today that we were actually, our office is located here in Canada, in Kitchener, Waterloo region. Nandito kami sa Ontario actually. However, we can serve like people all over the world. So yes, definitely if you're watching this video, I would be very happy din talaga if may mga questions kayo. And today we're gonna be answering a lot of questions kung may mga tanong through Miss Giselle at Ang Pinoy. Talagang I am very happy to give you answers to questions. So yeah, talking about the awards that we have received, we are so blessed and honored to blessed sa inyong lahat that we were actually awarded as the top choice immigration consulting firm in Kitchener, Waterloo region dito. So yung top choice award actually is awarded by votes. So binovote kami ng mga tao. So may link talaga yun that people will actually vote us. So whoever will get the highest votes will be awarded the top choice. So meron kaming parang gold award, parang gano'n na binibigay nila. It is actually an organization that supports the local here dito rin sa Kitchener, Waterloo, but it is an honor that we are given the opportunity to get that award. Talagang but you know what, it is actually because of the people na serve na din namin to our clients and even to the people na mga kaibigan, mga kilala that have actually talked to us. Talagang siguro na-satisfy sila, so that's why. But yeah, we hope to serve more people actually. If you have dreams to come to Canada, I would say it is amazing here. It is a beautiful country. Talagang madaming opportunity for everybody else. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Vivian. And of course, thank you for saying yes. Mga kababayan, kung naalala niyo po, we had a guest, si Grace. Twice na natin siya sa guest sa Ang Pinoy. And she just transferred to Canada. At ang tumulong po sa kanya ay sina Miss Vivian. So we said that we need to talk to Miss Vivian. At alam natin na ang dami nating mga kababayan na nakausap natin from Dubai at iba't ibang countries na gustong lumipat or lumipat na yung iba sa Canada. So yung mga nanonood po sa atin, yung ating mga suki from Middle East at iba pang countries at sa Pilipinas, pwede kayong magtanong, babasahin namin mamaya. Miss Vivian, sabi nila, Canada is now the best country to live. Totoo ba to at bakit?
Yes, actually, I would really agree to that. I actually also came from the Philippines. Galing talaga ako sa Philippines. Tubong Mindanao po ako talaga. And I was once a public high school physics teacher in the Philippines. And alam ko madaming opportunity din, alam mo yun. But when I have the opportunity to come here in Canada, talaga nakita ko the difference, you know, like this is in my point of view, and hindi ko lang talaga din point of view, but the point of view of a lot of people. We have served like around 5,000 people na dito sa Canada. I mean, like immigrants in Canada, because we do a lot of, services here. So alam ko, narinig ko din talaga to the people that have, seek our services, why they like to come here, alam mo yun. So it's really a beautiful country. Number one dito talaga is the the quality of education. Talagang napakaganda. And then the quality of life here also. Talagang if you look at the quality of life, nakita ko talaga na talagang there is a difference. Talagang I see it in a way na hindi malayo ang agwat ng poor and the rich. Here, talagang may mayaman, but then alam mo yun that you barely see yung alam mo yun sobrang mahirap. The government supports the people here, supports the citizens of Canada. So yes, we do pay high taxes, but our taxes goes to alam mo yun serving the people. Kaya talagang napaka and there's a lot of opportunity. I was once an immigrant in Canada. And I was given a lot of opportunity. I didn't even expect na meron akong opportunity to become an entrepreneur here in Canada. So in the Philippines, naisip ko dati, I don't know how I'm going to build and create an own business kasi you needed to have a lot of money and all that sort of thing. But here, for as long as you have the skills, the talents, and you are a hardworking person, you always would have the opportunity. So that's the other thing that I like about this country. And then the other thing is also yung ang peacefulness ng country. The crime rates are very low, alam mo yun. So, napaka-safe and you're always like, alam mo yun. And kung makita mo din talaga, it is a very progressive country. And that's the reason why we have a lot of opportunities to be able to work here in Canada. Talagang nangangailangan talaga ng workers ang Canada. And that's why even the immigration targets exceeded to 400,000 even this year, di ba? So, hindi pa yan nami-meet. And what the government does is talagang if yung target hindi nami-meet, naglalabas sila ng program. And that's why right now we are in the point where we're waiting for the announcement of the new program that will come out, which is talagang palapit na ang naibigay nung may motion 44 kasi na pinalabas to help the temporary farm workers in Canada and even the international students. They have they are setting out rules and regulations to release like a program that will offer permanent residence to those who are temporary farm workers in Canada and including yung mga international students dito. So naghihintay kami ng pagbubukas ng program, and that's why it's so exciting because in the previous year actually there was a program called PR2PR Pathways where they opened 90,000 slots for permanent residents in Canada. So hindi pa yun kasama yung mga programs na regular programs natin dito ha. Like example yung sa express entry management programs like yung federal programs natin na federal skilled worker program, yung Canadian experience class, federal skilled trades program, yung provincial nomination program or all other regular programs, hindi pa kasama yun dun. But they provided 90,000 slots. Sobrang dami. And we are excited and right now talagang awaiting kami for the announcement kung ilan yung nila bibigyan ng opportunity and what are the pathways. So yun yung inaabangan namin ngayon. Kaya nakita ko talaga there is really if my hard work ka lang, and I do believe the people that dream to come to Canada are people that are hard worker. Kasi 'di ba, imagine mo you came from the Philippines or other countries kung saan man kayo nanggaling, you come to a country where you don't know anyone, you must be the bravest person talaga. Talagang I salute those people that, dream to immigrate here kasi hindi madali. I was once an immigrant and I know how hard it is, but the fruit of our hard work, talagang you will reap it at the end pag talagang full strength yung ibibigay mo. So yes, that's how I see it. I really agree, Miss Giselle, that Canada is the best country in the world for me.
Oo. Miss Vivian, ano ba ngayon ang open sa Canada? Kasi nabanggit mo, ang daming, hopefully, kung ano man yung i-approve ngayon na panibago. Ang dami rin gustong pumunta ngayon dyan, kakilala ko at mga kaibigan. Ano bang po pwede ngayon na course o kaya naman anong profession or anybody, ano ba ang requirements ngayon na sobrang kailangan sa Canada?
Actually, sobrang daming programs dito sa Canada. There are over 85 programs. So I'm going to touch yung mga programs na very common na nagagamit usually ng mga tao na alam mo yun. So actually there's several. So unahin ko na ngayon yung sa federal program. So through the Express Entry Management Program, meron tayong tatlong federal programs, which is called Federal Skilled Worker Program, and then we also have Canadian Experience Class, and then a Federal Skilled Trades Program. So yung mga tao na galing talaga from overseas, basically, ang pwede nilang pasukin, depende sa skill ha, kasi may skill level kasi tayo dito. So yung yung sa Federal Skilled Worker Program, that's one. So ano ba yung eligibilities if they wanted to apply through this program? So, una-una lang talaga na imi-meet nila if they wanted to go in here, pwede silang professionals. So when we talk about professionals, they could be anybody else na alam yung nila-license dyan sa Philippines through PRC. So either they could be a doctor or a lawyer, a nurse, or
engineer.
any kind of profession. Yeah, engineer. So those are skill level A position according to the previous NOC code. Although nagbabago na tayo ngayon ha, kasi may bago tayong classification sa occupation which will be established on November 2022 this year. So hindi pa nila na fully palitan, pero mag-change na tayo from NOC 0, A, and B as the qualification to Tier 1, 2, and 3. Parang ganun na. Iba na yung qualification. But parang ganun pa rin siya na yung professionals are like yung doctors, ganun-ganun. And then meron tayong mga skill level positions na parang ngayon currently tinatawag natin yun na NOC Skill B, parang ganyan, Skill B siya. Tapos ang ano niya is ito yung mga managerial positions, supervisors, di ba? May mga na ganyan. So yun yung under that category. And then meron ding mga yung sa skilled trades, di ba? So like let's say yung mga butchers, yung mga ganon, or yung mga mechanics, mga ganyan, yung mga nagre-require ng mga licensing to, alam mo yun, to do that kind of job. So, yun yung mga categories, kumbaga, where they could, if they have that experience, at least 1 year kailangan nila from overseas. And then they need to have a language proficiency. So if you're coming from overseas and you wanted to get in the express entry, kailangan may at least minimum CLB 7 ka. But as an immigration consultant, I always advise, don't aim for less. Don't settle for less. Talagang kumuha ka ng highest possible score. Kasi the more score you get, talagang higher score, mataas din yung yung makukuha mo. Kasi sa express entry kasi, it is based on the selection factors, yes, but of course, may competition ka doon. So when immigration says, we will invite 6,000 applicants, and they do that bi-weekly. So let's say sabihin nila 6,000 applicants, but if there are millions of applicants in the pool, to whoever is at the top, sila yung magkakaroon ng invitation to apply for permanent residence to immigrate here. And ang maganda dun, Miss Giselle, is kasama yung family nila, their spouses, their children. And maganda rin if you have a spouse that is also a professional or skilled, because whatever your spouse can offer in Canada, they also give credit. So meaning may points din talaga yung experience ng spouse mo if the spouse have a really good experience. So that's one program, a Federal Skilled Worker Program. And then there's another program called Federal Skilled Trades Program. So yun yung mga skilled trades, yung sinasabi ko nga, butcher, yung mga ganyan na parang sila, parang, di ba iba yung in the Philippines, pag meron kang ganyang skill, parang, alam mo yun, iba kasi sa Philippines kasi sometimes yung hard labor, less pay. Pero dito, hard labor,
mas marami, mas malaki.
Alam mo yun opportunity. Kasi yun yung skill where kulang dito ba? Mga welders, ganun. Yun yung mga mechanics na talagang, hard work talaga ang kailangan dun. Diba? So, that's another one also. Mga drivers nga dito, talagang sila, like in demand. Like yung mga long-haul truck drivers, ganyan. So, may mga employers dito that are willing to support. And there's also provinces here na mga willing sila, may mga employers that are willing to provide support provincial nomination. Kasi other than the federal skilled work, federal programs, meron din tayong provincial nomination where there are actually employers who will employ them, provide offer, and will allow them to actually apply here. So that's another opportunity. Ang maganda, pag pumasok ka sa express entry pool, you will have the opportunity kasi magkakaroon ka ng opportunity to be sa job bank. So job bank is a government website in Canada, official government website where employers post for jobs. Maghahanap sila doon.
Wow.
So if you are an express entry candidate, you will have a job reference number and you will be able to create your job bank profile. So meron kang profile wherein it will allow you to showcase who you are. And there's a lot of people na natulungan namin actually that wala din silang employer but they were found by the employers doon mismo sa website. Kasi mag-advertise kasi ang employers doon. So then, pag makita yung skill mo, ang technique, tips ko sa inyo, if you are going to showcase your resumes, i-personalize nyo talaga. So according to what the job is looking for, hindi yung copy-paste, di ba? Ganito kasi talaga dito sa Canada, Miss Giselle, talagang hindi yung ikaw ang magpapanotice. Alam mo yon, talagang kailangan i-ano mo talaga yung sarili mo na sabihin mo, ako magaling talaga ako. Yeah. So you really have to emphasize what you really have. And I recommend pag nagsulat kayo ng resume, look at what is in the advertising. Anong kailangan nila? So kung naisulat mo na ganito, general kasi yung mga resumes natin
yes,
alam mo yun?
Oo.
Edit your resumes. Talagang galingan nyo dun. And di ba kasi yung skill natin, flexible tayo. So edit it in a way na magmamatch kung ano yung requirement. So that's another thing. Provincial nomination program. Kasi pag nagkaroon ka ng ganun, you will also have the opportunity to immigrate here. Normally, they would arrive here sometimes. Depende kung ano yung offer, di ba? So a lot of employers will provide labor market impact assessment and they're willing to do so. It's because they know that a lot of Filipinos are hard workers kasi talaga. Yun yung sinasabi talaga, Miss Giselle, yung mga employers, marami ako nakakausap. We're not employment agency kasi iba ang immigration firm. So, however, because I do process labor market impact assessments for employers, I always talk to employers. So what happens is kami yung mag-aayos para makuha ng mga employers yung yung mga workers, kami yung mag-aayos. So then I have connections na nakakausap ko talaga mismo yung employers and talagang napaka-flattering din that I'm proud that I'm a Filipino na talagang sasabihin ng employers that I really love Filipinos kasi hardworking daw, dedicated and talagang giving all our best, diba? So talagang may edge talaga din ang Filipinos in the heart of the Canadians. Talagang mayroon tayong spot dito sa country na
sa
to.
Canada.
So, yeah.
Miss
So,
Vivian, you mentioned, ang gaganda ng mga sinabi mo, no? Kasi yun yung mga skilled na napapabayaan dito sa Pilipinas. Akala, alam mo yun, wala masyadong opportunity. So, ang tanong ko lang is, yung mga yon dito sa Pilipinas, napakadami, pero yung budget nila ay less. Paano ba sila matutulungan? Case na maraming gustong pumunta doon na kunwari, driver, mekaniko, tapos welder.
So yung sa aspect na yun, sa amin talaga we don't provide employment. However, we can take a look and assess what they have. Kung makakapasok ba sila sa pool, alam mo yun, kasi scoring tayo doon, no? So, meron tayong threshold na 67 points and it's basically based on the 6 selection factors that includes yung education nila. Yeah, assess namin yung education and their language proficiency and then their age. Age is also a factor here. Talagang the younger you are, the better. Alam mo yun? But for the provincial nomination, meron siyang exemption in a way na ang age is not so much a factor but marami ka kasing itatanim for provincial nomination because you really need to have a job offer a lot of times. No? Whereas a federal skilled worker program, you don't need a job offer. You can enter the pool without a job offer. But if you have a job offer, that's also an additional points, right? So kung talagang wala pa silang employment, pasok sila doon sa express entry pool, di ba? Para they will have the opportunity to showcase themselves. And ang maganda doon, pag mataas yung points nila, they might have the opportunity to be invited as permanent resident in Canada. Kasi ganun yun eh, parang gamitin mo lang talaga yung meron ka, pumasok ka. Ang threshold natin 67 points lang. So we do calculate that points to parang pre-assessment lang. But just so you know, na talagang pag mag-pre-assess tayo hanggang hindi pa tayo nakapasok sa pool, that score could change. Diba? Kasi pagpasok sa pool, ang tawag doon comprehensive ranking system na. Pero bago natin sila ipasok, determine muna kung talaga bang may qualification sila. Because if they don't, we're not gonna put them there. Kasi hindi rin tayo i-allow ng pool, di ba? We enter there. So, babantayan nila, education nila, age nila, yung language proficiency nila. And if they have adaptability factors, just like meron silang relatives in Canada, siblings, parents, or Canadian citizens and permanent residents here, they would also get points for that. Plus, if meron pa sa job offer, that would also be a credit. But not necessarily that they would have a job offer if mag-apply sila through the Federal Skilled Worker Program. Kasi hindi naman required yung, I mean, it's not like compulsory. But if meron, sabi ko nga, it will be advantageous. So, pwede naman i-work out na gusto talaga namin magkaroon ng employer. So, pag nakapasok ka na sa pool, then work on with your employment. Enter the pool and then yung applications mo through Job Bank, the government website where may mga employers na magpo-post. Lalo na yung mga skill na yon, ang dami talagang naghahanap.
Oo.
Kasi yun yung mahirap eh. I don't know why Canadians doesn't want to do that kind of job. So, diba?
Oo.
Talagang,
Pero Miss Vivian,
so,
nabanggit mo yung educational attainment.
Yes,
Tapos
yes.
yung age. Ang una kong tanong, kunwari, ako isang driver dito sa Pilipinas. High school graduate ako. Pwede ba ako mag-apply?
Actually, sa ano naman, sa pagpasok sa express entry through Federal Skilled Worker Program, ang education naman, wala naman talaga siyang ano yun, but it will actually impact the score pag sobrang mababa yung education mo. Kasi ang education is a selection factor. So may points kasi doon. So if you're an applicant na yung education mo medyo mababa, syempre, maapektuhan yung score mo kasi mazi-zero ka instead na meron kang points doon sa education na 15 points. So kung masyadong mababa, syempre naunahan ka na ng iba, yung chances mo of getting an invitation malilesen, di ba? But if you have education, it is also better, no? So maganda yun. But ang good thing about just talking about the drivers, yung drivers, welders, yung mga ganun, butchers. Marami kasi dito sa Canada, Miss Jaisel, nakarating sila, they don't have that education. High school education lang sila kasi nakatapos ng high school, tapos nag-driver na sila eh. Yun na yung experience. Pumunta ng Saudi Arabia, pumunta ng, alam mo yun? So, ang i-advise ko dun sa mga tao na yun din is that kung hindi man sila makapasok sa express entry pool because their scores are so low, they should try contacting employers talaga. Like, go to the provinces like number 1 na yan, New Brunswick. Because sa New Brunswick, meron silang provincial nomination for long-haul truck drivers. Sa Quebec din, meron din. So, yun yung mga tatargetin nila. What they do is visit websites like Indeed.ca kasi yun yung mga nandun yung mga employers din kung hindi sila makapasok sa Job Bank. Kasi Job Bank is a government website na may mga employers. But sometimes, if wala ka sa pool, sometimes you cannot create your profile if wala ka sa pool. So, they could turn to Indeed.ca. Be careful lang because there's a lot of scams going on as well. So, kailangan ma-identify talaga din yun. And in that aspect, nakakatulong kami to identify whether the offer is valid and genuine because we know how it looks like and alam natin. So, yeah, that's something that they can also do as well. Hard work din talaga. If you wanted to apply here in Canada, you know what, Miss Jaisel, I remember when I first immigrated to Canada, I came here as a worker. And alam niyo ba na I only went to a certain website. I applied there like siguro mga over 1,000 resumes ang pinasa ko doon. Wow. I never stopped until I found one. And then when I finally found one, doon na talaga. But it's a lot of hard work. It's not like, meron kasi magsasabi sa akin, Miss V, I've already sent a lot of resumes. Ilan ba yung na-send mo? 20. Sabi ko, sige, gawin ko pang 1 million. Alam mo yun? Oo. So never stop. Talagang alam mo yun. Kasi kung alam mong may skill and talent ka, eventually there will be somebody na parang kang namamaon ba na nangingisda ka tapos may bait kang ilalagay tapos bigla na lang alam mo yun. So if you really wanted to, di ba? No, but if ever din, Miss Jaisel, if ever na talagang nahirapan sila, let's say na nahirapan talaga kasi iba-iba tayo ng skill level of patience and alam mo yun, perseverance natin to really wait for something and napagod ka na. So, alam mo yun. So, if ever naman, there's also another opportunity na I would also recommend. If ever nahirapan ka, one thing that I always tell a lot of people, because magandang opportunity din to. If nahirapan ka maghanap ng employment in Canada, you cannot enter the express entry pool due to the score kasi medyo mababa yung score mo. I would recommend, go here, try mag-aral in Canada, upgrade what you have. Pwede rin yun, actually. And we do assist also international students in Canada. And don't you know that international students in Canada are actually one of the most important program dito sa Canada, because why would Canada hire somebody else from overseas when there's an international student na na-train and dito sa Canada, di ba? Good thing dito, Miss Giselle, for international student in Canada, if you're studying here in Canada, you have the opportunity to actually work part-time as well when you're studying in Canada. And then after your graduation, as long as you enroll to a publicly funded school, kasi mayroon tayong mga private din dito. But depends on your opportunity. Me as a consultant, I give navigation according to anong needs ninyo. And that's why I personalize every advice that I give. But generally speaking, sinasabi ko, if may opportunity kayo to go to publicly funded school or universities in Canada, go there, because after your graduation, you will have the opportunity to also apply yung post-graduation work permit, which will allow you to work full-time. So, halimbawa, nag-aaral ka dito ng 1 year in Canada. Ayan. So pag graduate mo, habang nag-aaral ka, nagtatrabaho ka na din doon, ha? Kasi pwede ka mag-part-time work dito. And you will also have the opportunity to meet employers, kasi dito, if may co-op ka, kasi requirement sometimes mag-on-the-job training ka, mamimit mo na yung employer mo while you're studying. So magpakitang gilas ka na doon so that ikaw na yung piliin ng employer mo, 'di ba? So that's also the tips na sinasabi ko sa mga international students, because we do a lot of we assist a lot of international students in Canada. So we also help them plan how are they going to manage kung ano yung nila dito, ano nang next step nila, kasi kung darating ka dito, you just spend money for tuition fee, kailangan plan mo na anong gagawin mo dito so that you can settle down here in Canada. So tinuturuan ko din sila doon. So yun, pag 1 year, you can apply for a maximum of 1 year post-graduation work permit. That makes it 2 years na, di ba? And then it will allow you to work anywhere, kung saan mo gusto mag-work dito, basta tinanggap ka ng employer, di ba? So, madali bang maghanap ng work dito sa Canada? For me,
yes, yan ang tanong. Oo, madali nga ba?
Para sa akin talaga, actually, madali. And I would never go home in the day pag hindi ako nakahanap ng work. Pag hindi ka nakahanap ng work, in a day, siguro, or let's say in a day, okay lang. Pero naabutan ka na ng isang buwan, nandito ka, you cannot find a job, meaning choosy ka talaga. Here in Canada, you have known na there's a lot of opportunity, but sometimes you need to flex na, dun ka muna sa But you know what? Dirty jobs, blue-collar jobs, alam mo yun, sometimes dito sa Canada, when you equate it to the Philippines, parang isang level na din yun, di ba? I've seen a lot of people, even mga there's people na galing sila sa Philippines and they were nurses there and they came here in Canada, they work as a caregiver. Alam mo yun, sa tingin natin in sa country natin, ay alam mo yun, sobrang ganyan yung work nila, parang nandun nga sila sa Canada but they are caregivers. But we are so proud of the caregivers in Canada actually, because it is one of the most noblest job wherein malayo sila sa kanilang mga families and they're able to serve Canadians. Alam mo yun, sobrang they are actually called heroes as well. Hindi lang yung mga healthcare workers natin yung heroes, but these are also heroes, di ba? And you know what, yung salary nila, yung median wage here in Canada sa level nila, it is always already way farther than what the people would get na mga professionals nga in the Philippines. So alam mo yon, yes, it's true na ang cost of living natin here is always higher than alam mo yon in the Philippines. However, meron kasi tayong regulation on the wages here. So hindi yung ang wages na pag sobrang yung work mo sobrang baba. Dito kasi naka-equate na meron tayong low income cut-off that yung salary mo ganito, mabubuhay ka pa rin. Sa cost of living, naka-proportionate na. And that's the beauty about this country is that hindi kayong parang slave ka lang. Talagang alam mo yon, like you're talaga, like you have the freedom and you even have the opportunity to expand and find another job in the future pag nakapag-apply ka ng permanent residence. That's also another, Miss Giselle, na opportunity that a lot of people came here. They come into that pathway kasi alam mo yung mga caregivers, they have a special pathway that they could could apply here in Canada for permanent residence. Walang hassle because they just have to work like 24 months here in Canada. And then after that, they could apply for permanent residence. So I think it's an
Oh,
opportunity. There's a lot
yeah.
of actually people are professional nurses, licensed nurses from overseas, and they came here. Not only Filipinos, because we serve a lot of different other nationalities, even Indians and other nationalities. Nandito sila, nurses sila, and then they work here as a caregiver. Oh, it's amazing because a lot of them are already permanent resident talaga, diba? So opportunity, talagang kung hindi ka lang namimili talaga, you
Marami.
will really have. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Miss Vivian, ang dami mong sinabi na nakakatuwa. Ang dami ko tuloy tanong kasi
Yes.
na-excite ako. Una kanina na mention mo about sa students at saka doon sa mga gusto mag-migrate, no? Ano bang pinakamagandang age? Kasi sabi mo may bearing 'yon. Anong
Yes.
pinakamagandang age na mag-migrate o kaya mag-aral diyan sa Canada?
Para sa akin talaga, I do not discriminate age. Para I have mentioned na sabi ko sa inyo that in the express entry management system, ang factor doon, one of the factor is age. But sabi ko talaga sa inyo, please don't be discouraged if sinasabi natin one of the factors is age because you can excel at other factors. May 6 selection factors tayo, so go ahead and excel sa language proficiency niyo, i-perfect niyo yung score niyo, and then your education and all other factors. So kung ako yung tatanungin, hindi ko masasabi na if nasa 50 years old ka na, 70 years old, you can no longer study in Canada. Siguro may possibility that for the federal skilled worker program baka mahirapan tayong pumasok because your age 0 na tayo. Maximum of 12 points ang makukuha natin sa threshold to get the sa points to get the minimum threshold of 67 points para maka-enter sa pool for express entry, di ba? But if hindi mo 'yon makuha, wag mong pilitin. Go ahead and look for employment. Go ahead and kasi kung makakuha ka ng job offer dito, meron ka ng extra points which other people don't get because not everyone else get a job offer. So, wala ka ngang 12 points for the age but may 50 points ka for the job offer. Well, go ahead. Alam mo 'yon? So, kaya work talaga yun that you really have to apply for jobs. Diba? Sabihin ko na hindi naman ganun. Although, ang na-problema kasi sa ibang tao, I've assisted a lot of people, hindi sila umuusad. Yung score nila hindi umaangat kasi hindi naman din talaga madali sa other people to look for a job. But kung determined ka in your dream, you know, Ms. Giselle, one thing that I have in me that brings me to where I am today is only determination. Because I came from, sabihin natin, I came from nothing. I came from the Philippines. I was a teacher, an ordinary, regular person. But I'm a person who is a dreamer. I would never ever stop doing things until I can be fulfilled. So kung ganun ka din naman talaga, I doubt na hindi ka makakarating, 'di ba? Even though you're already 50 years old. Now, sa international student naman, if yun yung I do not kasi wala talaga sa regulation yan that says that if you're already 50 years old, 70 years old, you cannot study. Careful lang talaga kayo because sabihin natin that in the assessment of the application for student visa in Canada, meron talaga tayong tinatawag na officer's discretion. So sabihin na natin that everywhere you go, there could be discrimination that will exist. Sabihin natin na hindi niya sinabi because of your age, but pwede kasi siyang mag-isip, mag-doubt that, wait, 50 years old ka na, mag-study ka pa? Are you sure? So, sabihin ko sa'yo, one thing that you would have to do is make sure that your purpose of your study and visit in Canada, talagang sealed na talaga yon. In that aspect, you can contact us and let me know. I am definitely going to be able to assist you. Tutulungan namin kayo so that you can present your case very well. Kasi ang daming ganun eh. A lot of people, yun yung worries nila. And a lot of hearsays, yun yung nangyayari because they come from, nakita nila yun sa other people na naka-experience na na-refuse sila, ganito, ganyan. And sometimes they are so scared kasi, oh my God, na-refuse siya, ganun, ganun. But you know what? Even though dumaan ka naman sa maraming refusal for as long as you don't have yung tinatawag natin na inadmissibility issues here in Canada, you are welcome to reapply. Pero ang sabi ko, if you have the opportunity to lay out properly ano yung purpose and intention mo here para hindi mag-doubt ang immigration officer. Kasi Sabihin natin sobrang madami kayong pera. Sabihin natin marami kayong funds. You can afford to pay your tuition fee. Talagang kayang-kaya talaga. And you have all the support. You even have accommodation. Nandito yung sister mo sa Canada, or you have a friend here that is willing to help you. Ang isang ano natin doon is yung ano ng officer, discretion niya na baka mag-doubt siya kasi they are vested the authority by the Minister of Immigration to actually give their own discretion.
Wow.
Meron talaga silang authority to exercise discretion. Pero sinabi din talaga sa immigration that every officer must do an assessment properly. But sa totoo lang, based on my experience and based na nakita ko din talaga, not perfect. Kasi an officer is not a robot. An officer is a human being. An officer could have a bad mood, sometimes a good mood. Alam mo yun? So, one thing that I always share, Miss Giselle, to the people that we assist, sabi ko, bago natin ipasa yung application, may pag-pray talaga natin because there's nothing more powerful than the Lord. Kasi, alam mo yun, we can say, put everything na order na lahat, but if ayaw niya talaga, so let's pray for the immigration officers to be the most blessed person in the whole world, na makita niya lahat ng blessings sa mundo so that he cannot think about discriminating your application. So I see it in a way that everybody else should have the opportunity to apply for a student visa in Canada. Different cases lang in a way na different ang presentation kasi baka kailangan natin talagang seal and deal yung alignment ng lahat ng ipapasa kasi medyo ang age mo medyo mataas. So yung mga aspects na yun, that's where I'm expert na talagang yun yung experience ko kasi, and I do that every day. That's what I eat, that's what I do. Not gonna say na 100% perfect. Talagang kasi hindi ko to discretion. When we submit an application, I don't have discretion in anything, but I studied the same law as what the immigration officer studied. So yung mga psychologists nila, nandito rin yun sa akin kasi yun yung ginagawa ko everyday and that's what yun yung sa trainings ko, di ba? So definitely I can assist you, navigate you sa aspect na yan. So sabihin ko sa inyong lahat if you're watching today, yes, kahit anong age, I would say, may opportunity talaga kayo to come to Canada. So don't listen to, alam mo yun, yung negative aspect. If this is your dream, you can do it. I've made it actually, so bakit hindi kayo, di ba? So yes.
Bago ko itanong yung tatanong ko lang, kasi kasama ko dapat yung section editor natin, but she's not feeling well. She just asked, would it be too late for a 50+ individual? Ito yung pinag-uusapan natin ni age na, Miss Vivian, to Canada, asking for a friend. So, tanong daw ng friend niya. Is it too late for a 50+?
For me, ayoko talagang mag-discriminate. We have assisted in the past, alam mo yun, Miss Giselle, na iba yung case nila kasi normally sabihin natin pag 50 ka na, established ka na, so siguro nandun na sila na sa PNP, provincial nomination, or meron siguro silang job offer, but I have handled the case na talagang napaka-unusual. So, dalawang anak na nasa college level, university level, and then the mom who is 50 plus, gano'n na yung edad. But the mom is so, alam mo yun, ambitious and may kaya sila sa buhay. They're in the Philippines, they're very established. Alam ko talaga yun, Miss Giselle, because pag nag-a-apply kasi sila ng student visa, they show me everything, lahat ng kayamanan, nakita ko na lahat ng kayamanan, alam mo yun? That's how I help, di ba? So sabi ko, don't worry kasi everything is private in our company, but kailangan nyo talagang ipakita sa akin, kailangan tayong mag-boast sa immigration officer that you have everything. So I've assisted a very unique client na buong family sila. So nanay, tatay, dalawang anak na puro mga in university. So yung dalawang bata, sabi ko, syempre young, vibrant, and energetic, talagang alam ko, ito, walang problema. Kasi ang parents can afford. Talagang may pera. So, But itong nanay, aiming to also study here in Canada for master's degree, sabi niya, medyo nagda-doubt siya dun kasi natakot. Pero noon, in-explain ko nga sa kanya, i-personalize natin yung application mo. Don't worry, I will be with you. So, ayun, namin talaga according kung ano talaga ang meron siya. What degree na meron na siya and ano pa yung kailangan. Kasi 'di ba, sa buhay natin, Miss Giselle, sometimes we believe na meron na tayo lahat, but when we become successful, after tayo naging successful, we dream again. Alam mo yon? So sabi ko, what are your other dreams other than what you have today? Yun ang i-fulfill natin so that we can
Wow.
choose
Oh, yeah.
kung ano yung course na meron ka. So that's what I also do. I sometimes, di ba, parang nag-graduate tayo ng high school. I remember when I graduated in high school, hindi ko talaga alam what course to take in university. Kung ano yung sasabihin ng nanay ko, friends ko, yun lang ang gagawin ko. But as of now, I came to the point where as an immigration consultant, ang dami ko ng experience, I can even say na etong maganda para sa'yo. I'm not expert on the courses kasi hindi naman ako professor or whatever, but based on your goal, dun ako nagbe-base. So we do have like different schools that we are connected and we're agents of here in Canada, several schools that we can help you with. Maganda rin yun. And it's easier kasi syempre, nako-communicate namin yung school, hindi kayo mahirapan. We know that it's not a scam and talagang alam mo yun. So we can really assist. Yung client mental Miss Giselle, alam nyo ba nandito na silang lahat ngayon?
Wow.
But they still live in their dreams. Sabi ko, so nanay is a student, and then yung tatay who is also 50 plus na din, open work permit. Kasi if you are going to come to Canada as an international student, your spouse can also apply for an open work permit in Canada, can accompany you. And that will allow your spouse para magtrabaho siya dito sa Canada in any kind of work. So, ganun ang nangyari sa asawa niya. So, they're all here and they are, yun yung dating nila. And the two children are also student permit holder. Nag-aaral na sila sa university ngayon. So, but then the spouse, nakakasupport pa sa spouse kasi nagtatrabaho siya eh. So that's another advantage of studying here in Canada because even your spouse you can bring and your children you can bring. So opportunity talaga, depende yun. But well laid out plans. Kasi hindi ka kasi mag-a-apply ng Canada and you're just making a guess. Because I will tell you, anything that you do here, meron talagang involved na cost because mag-aral ka, you have a tuition fee that you needed to pay. So one thing that I would suggest is, hindi naman kailangan na may representative ka. But a lot of times, I've met a lot of people, they did it themselves and they came to me when it's the last minute. But buti na lang din talaga, mayroon pang other navigation. But alam mo yon, if talagang consult an expert that will be able to assist you. And kung hindi ka sure, di ba? Kung sa tingin mo na I'm not so sure about it. So that's the best thing that I could tell you. Talagang you consult somebody that will be able to assist you. Kasi hindi mo to iti-take lightly. This is a dream and this is a fulfillment. Dream talaga ang Canada, Miss Giselle, for me. I would say hindi biased because I'm a Canadian citizen. But I mean, sabihin ko din sa'yo, I was once a dreamer. Talagang nag-dream lang din ako. And yeah, I did everything para mangyari. But through hard work. Wala kasi ditong giveaway. There's nothing that is giveaway. Everything you need to do work. But ang fruit natin dito is very fulfilling at the end.
Wow. Maganda yung sinabi mo kanina, no? Ano pa yung pangarap mo? Sige, let's fulfill it. Ganda nun. Miss G, no? May sagot dun sa sinabi mo si Miss Vivian, ha? 50 plus is okay. Ang tanong ko, because we've been talking about schooling, no? International students. How much do they need to prepare if they want to study in Canada? Estimated lang.
Yeah, well, actually, we have like thousands of universities and colleges that are designated learning institutions in Canada. So not every school here in Canada will be able to accommodate yung mga mag-aaral sa Canada. So one thing na kailangan nyo talaga malaman is, are the schools designated learning institutions by the IRCC? So pag nalaman nyo na, then that's the time that you're going to look at, one thing na tips ko sa inyo if you wanted to come here in Canada is look for the school na hindi masyadong mahal ang tuition fee. Kasi there are really schools that are so expensive. But there are also students that are, alam mo yun, kasi na-assist ko din yung mga ibang students that sobrang yaman nila. Talagang alam mo yun, Miss Giselle, tuition fee. Alam mo yun, sabi ko, grabe to sila, oh. Alam mo yun, tapos, pero meron ting mga student na personalized nga, di ba? When they come to me, sasabihin na, Miss B, tulong talaga yung pocket money ko, ito lang ganun. So, sige, ano natin, di ba? So, but let's go with the general and yung pinaka-common na nakikita ko, ha? So, general lang to because I can't, yung mga, different schools have different tuition fees that it could be also related din, di ba? But other schools are way higher than others. So, let's go with yung medyo mas affordable. So, if mag-aaral ka dito, yung tuition fee natin, we're talking about Canadian dollars. Here kasi nasa Canada tayo na setting. No? So, i-ano ko na lang. Kayo na lang mag-convert para medyo ano na yung mathematics ko nito. So, ano natin yung ano. So, for international students in Canada, ang tuition fee talaga dito is depending on saan kang schools. Universities, colleges, or may private din. So, pag sa private, yun sometimes nakakaano talaga tayo doon, nakaka-lessen. And a lot of private schools nag-o-offer din ng mga, alam mo yun, yung mga promotion. And I know a lot of schools na gano'n. So,
may scholarships ba?
Actually, hindi siya tinatawag na scholarships but promotion about their tuition fee na limited lang din yun. So, sometimes the school will tell us na meron kaming offer na ganito if there are, kasi may mga kaming agents kami ng different schools. So, the schools will contact us and will say, meron kaming so ang tuition fee regular ganito, tapos ganito na lang ngayon, but this is only good for 1 month. Alam mo yun? So, yun mga sometimes na ginagamit ko din to other people so that I can help them, di ba? Parang ganun. So, let's go with first yung private school muna. Pero sabihin ko sa inyo, if you're going to go to a private school in Canada, you will not be able to apply for an open work permit, post-graduation work permit after your graduation. Don't be discouraged. Ito din yung isang bagay na sabi kasi na iba, ay paano na kami? So sabi ko nga sa inyo, kaya nga tayo yung mga trabaho ko, sabi ko, I work with you so I can navigate you. So i-plan natin ano ba talaga. So before ka magpunta ng Canada, when I'm going to assist you, tatanungin kita, why do you want to come here in Canada? Do you want to go back home or do you want to stay here? Pag sinabi nila, pa naman ako nakita Miss Jaisel na sinabi na, do you want to go home? Them, they want to stay here. So alam mo yun. So alam ko na talaga. Tinatanong ko din sila, syempre. Kasi paano yun kung talagang gusto nilang umuwi, di ba? So, but if sinabi nila na sige, ganito, yung option mo is dito sa private or sa public. Kung private tayo, pwede kang na dito ka kasi medyo mura ang tuition fee. However, alam mo na hindi ka makapag-apply ng post-graduation work permit after your graduation. Ang goal mo, makahanap ka ng work while you're actually studying here in Canada. Because as an international student, you can work part-time. So, gamitin mo na yung opportunity na yon to look for the employer so that after your graduation, yung employer mo na yon, they have the opportunity possibly mag-offer sa'yo ng job. So, di ba? Opportunity na din yun. Kasi a lot of those na na-assist ko na ganun, training lang talaga. Kasi some people, they take it negatively kasi wala silang opportunity na mag-apply ng open work permit after. But sabi ko, matyaga ka, di ba? And you are a dreamer. So, what do you do? Kailangan magpakitang gilas ka dito. So, kailangan sa on-the-job training mo, i-impress mo na kaagad yung employer mo. Kasi normally dito, pag nagustuhan ka ng employer, hindi ka nabibitawan.
Wow.
So sabi ko talaga, okay, then mag-ano ka na para i-negotiate mo na yung employer mo, matatapos na akong mag-aral. Pwede mo ba akong i-sponsor? Pwede bang mag-provide ka ng labor market? Ganon. And sometimes, our clients, sinasabi ko, nahirapan ka ba na mag-explain doon sa employer mo? O kunin mo yung number ng employer mo. I'll talk to your employer. I'll explain everything, all the details. Ganun yung ginagawa ng mga namin dito, Miss Giselle. So pagka kinakausap ko yung employer, naintindihan nila anong process. Kasi sometimes it's hard to explain to the employer. So sabi ko, don't worry. I'll talk to them, explain to them. Basta i-assure mo ako na supportive sila sa'yo and I'll take care of it. So yun, that's also one thing kung private. So magkano ba ang tuition fee sa private school? Ngayon, depende. There are different private schools, but i-mention ko lang yung pinaka nakita ko na medyo mura talaga. So, there are actually schools in Toronto. Mention ko na lang din ang school because I'm actually this school is actually they're actually a good school. They're very accommodating. They have assisted a lot of our international students in Canada talaga. Easy to talk with. Wala talaga ako naging problema sa school na to. Napaka-generous ng So, ang name ng school is actually Evergreen College in Toronto. So, they are very generous in the aspect where yung sa pagbigay nila ng tuitions are not so high. So, sometimes may makikita kang tuition. Depende kasi sa course yun, Miss Jaisel. So, may mga course ako nakita sa kanila na 4,000 Canadian dollars.
Wow.
Promotion.
Paano ba yung
1 year?
Wow. Pwede na yun.
So ang 1 year, 2 semester yun na. So yun. But yun nga sabi ko sa inyo, di ba? Not every time. Kasi meron silang na
promotion.
During the month of August, magsasabi sila sa amin na ito yung namin ngayon. Alam mo yun. So yun, naman, inaano ko yun sa mga students. Kasi hindi naman ako ang nagpipili. The truth about the matter talaga, Miss Giselle, is when everybody else, when somebody else dream to come to Canada, I don't dictate kung anong gusto nilang gawin. I ask them what they want to do. Sabi ko, where you want to go, kung saan ka masaya, you will be flourished. Isusupport kita. But of course, I'm going to lead you para hindi ka masyadong mapariwara. If I have some thoughts, bibigay ko sa'yo yun so that you can figure out. Kasi sometimes hard to determine anong gagawin mo sa Canada. And since I'm here, I can give you the picture. Talagang mapoprovide ko sa'yo ganito kasi ang life dito. And this is how we do it here. So I have an example. Sabi ko, ganito, ang flexibility. We are a woman of tayo parang digmaan. Alam mo yun? A woman of talaga tayo. Parang nasa digmaan tayo. We have to fight for our dreams. Ganon. Sabi ko, I have always the best experience na mold tayo doon that I can always share to you para maging talaga yung firm yung ninyo, my guidance. Kasi it's a good way that you have an example when you're choosing what to do here in Canada. So, yun. Sa Evergreen College, meron silang 4,000, 6,500, 10,000, ganyan yung mga tuition fee nila.
And they have to prepare that before they leave the Philippines or they have to pay
so
that?
Actually, no. Yung tuition fee is pwede mag-down payment ng tuition fee. So ang ginagawa ng mga students actually is that they pay like part lang ng tuition fee. So talaga is sometimes 3,000, nakaka-negotiate kami na mag-down payment sila ng 3,000 and then bibigyan na sila ng letter of acceptance. Kasi kung walang letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution in Canada, you cannot apply even though you have a lot of money. So, kailangan natin yung acceptance from the school. Kailangan matanggap tayo ng school muna bago tayo makapag-apply ng student visa. So, normally, kung sa mga schools, yun, 3,000 yun sa Evergreen College yun, private yun, di ba? Also, there's also schools na parang public sila. So, magme-mention din ako ng mga schools dito. Isa-shout out ko tong mga schools na to kasi they're very accommodating. So, yes, actually, public naman, ito yung schools wherein sila, parang after graduation, you can actually, they offer courses that have programs na talagang after your graduation, you can apply for an open work permit. So, ito yung ina-advise ko na if you have the opportunity to pay the cost of their tuition fee, punta kayo sa mga schools na ganito. So, isang school na ko dito is yung Conestoga College. Actually, there's a lot of international students na nasa Conestoga College and they have different branches all around in Canada. So, napakaganda and they're very accommodating as well. Very well-known ang school and ang produce nila have talaga show na 99% are employed. Alam mo yun?
Wow.
So, they have connections of employers, alam mo yan, basta galingan mo lang talaga. Kasi mismo ang schools, if you're going to study to them, parang alam mo yun na meron silang doon na nagko-connect sila ng employment din. Kasi they want to make sure na yung produce nila talaga magkakaroon ng employment. So, and employers have found that graduates of these colleges talagang are good, di ba? Alam mo yun? So, yeah, so
pag yan naman, Miss Vivian, magkano ang kailangan ng tuition fee na kailangan i-prepare?
Oo, so dito naman, Conestoga College, and another college, yung Centennial College are also really good. Parang pare-pareho lang to sila, Centennial College, Accenda College, Fanshawe College, alam mo yun, ang ang tuition fees, roughly around estimate lang sa 1 year na 1 year schooling dito, nasa mga 15,000 to 17,000. So, ang maganda
dollars, US dollars, Canadian dollars.
Yes. So, ang maganda sa, let's say sa Conestoga, ang down payment lang sa school is 1,650. Ganun lang. Yun lang.
Then the rest will be paid pag nandiyan na.
Normally, ang ginaano nila is magpapasa na ng application after noon. So, kung 1 year course ka lang, bago ka pumunta ng Canada, pag na-approve na yung visa mo, saka mo bayaran yung full 1 sem. So, let's say kung 17,000, so mga 7,000 plus, nagbayad ka na ng 1,650, ang kulang ng half nun babayaran mo bago ka dumating ng Canada. Pero at least you have the opportunity to apply first na hindi mo babayaran yung full tuition. 1,650 lang yung kukunin nila. Tapos alam mo ba, Miss Giselle, one thing na sinasabi ko sa iba, Alam mo ba na pag nangarap ka ng Canada, sometimes hindi mo pa nahanap yung pera. Pero pag na-approve ka na, hala, nahanap mo na, alam mo yun? So sabi ko, madali na
Yes.
lang, di
Oo.
ba? So
Oo.
yan, that's one thing na sinasabi ko. Pag determined ka talaga, the Lord will provide. Sometimes hindi mo kasi yun talaga kayang hanapin sa sarili mo lang. So bigla na lang na, oy, can afford na talaga ako kasi ganun eh. But approve na kasi yung visa mo and that's all you needed to pay, 1,650 para makakuha ka ng acceptance and submit for your visa, di ba? And then sa Centennial, 2,650. Mura lang din, di ba?
Yung
So, that's what I
initial.
would. Yes, initial, yeah, yun yung initial. Para makakuha ng acceptance kasi hindi ka makapasa nung wala, di ba? So,
Oo.
yun yung mga, which is a good, and the nice part about this school, a lot of the designated learning institutions in Canada, they would require language proficiency. Kailangan ka merong IELTS, CLE 6 dito, itong dalawang school na to. Bet ko talaga to sila kasi alam mo yun, yung requirements and the quality standards ng school, talagang magaling din talaga sila. Ang daming graduates na sobrang magaling, sobrang successful na dito sa Canada. So talagang yung nila, wala, nag-i-exam sila for as long as meron kang education sa Philippines and maka-provide ka ng certificate that English is a medium of instruction. Kasi English naman ang instruction ng university sa Philippines. So, maka-provide ka ng certificate sa college and high school, they will exempt you from taking language proficiency.
Wow.
So,
Bawas na
nakaltas na
yan.
yung budget.
Oo, oo.
Kasi yun yung problema ng iba, hindi sila makapasok kasi nga, 'di ba, kailangan ng language proficiency. So dito, we can help you basta lang talaga mag-provide kayo ng yung exemption ba. Like English as a medium of instruction. So yun yung ninyo. And then yun, talagang maganda an opportunity din talaga madami for international students. So yung tuition fee nila yun 15 to 17,000 and then
How
yun
long
yung
is the processing, Miss Ving?
ang processing dito, so depende din kasi dito tayo magsisimula sa school. Yung school depende, 'di ba? So talking about the schools na kinukwento ko sa inyo, madali lang. Because I've had a lot of experience sa kanila. Madali lang silang alam mo yun, kasi syempre nakaka-communicate naman namin na sila, di ba?
So 1
There's also a
year.
long college, oo. So madali silang magbigay ng acceptance. So let's say na in a month, pinakamatagal na yon na or 1 week or 2 weeks, meron na acceptance. Magpapasa na tayo ng student visa. So, recent approvals namin, actually, Miss Giselle, we're very happy. We have a lot of approvals in the previous days. Meron kaming 5 to 7 approvals of student visa applications na sabay-sabay. Alam mo yung gano'n, excited kami sa pagdating nila. So, actually, yung mga nakita ko ngayon, it fluctuates kasi it depends on the volume of application that the IRCC will receive. So, nakita ko this recent months, nasa mga sila, 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months yung processing, 'di ba? So, although meron mga iba na alam mo yun mas mabilis lang yung approval, meron din madi-delay, but alam mo yun, perfect timing. Gina-guide naman din namin sila kung kailan tayo magpapasa, alam mo yun. Some parang isang buwan nga lang 'di ba? So ngayon na wala na yung yung restrictions, nakikita ko that we are going back to normal. So okay naman din ang processing. If talagang gusto niyo makarating na kaagad kayo sa Canada, I would say the best opportunity kung hindi pa kayo makahanap ng employment and you can afford the tuition fees, ito yung ninyo, ito yung pipiliin ninyo. Come to Canada as a student because you know what, one of the priorities of the government of Canada are the international students of Canada. Diba? Last year, yung 90,000 na slots for permanent residents, 40,000 were actually allotted for international students in Canada.
Wow.
They were able to apply for permanent residence. So, kaya talagang, alam mo yun, there's always opportunity. And alam niyo, this time, meron tayong new program where dito kasi sa Canada, after your graduation, you can apply for post-graduation work permit which will allow you to work. But you cannot extend that permit. Hindi yun. Regular setting, hindi. But this time, alam mo na 2 beses na to, in-extend nila yung PGWP ng lahat ng mga na-expire na or pa-expire na mga post-graduation work permit holder dito sa Canada. Ibig sabihin, yun yung mga students na nag-graduate na. Kasi sabi ng Canada, hanggang daw maka-apply sila ng permanent residence, bibigyan daw sila ng opportunity to stay here in Canada. So isn't that amazing na ganun ang opportunity sa mga international students? And that's why lucrative din talaga. For me, if talagang may skill ka lang, not so much na kailangan maging mayaman ka, sobrang mayaman. Kasi may diskarte tayo sa buhay. You have aunts, relatives, ganun yung mga ginagawa ng iba. May mga walang pera sila, but they have aunts, uncles that they are willing to support. So, let me know kasi pwede natin yun i-navigate so that talagang ano natin, di ba?
Ayan.
Si
Miss,
Grace nga, yung ano mo, naalala mo si
yeah,
Grace?
oo, si Grace.
Yes.
Student
She
visa siya.
came here. Yeah, she came here in Canada as an international student, but she found a very nice employer here in
Yeah,
Canada.
oo nga
That's
daw.
very supportive of her. Actually, tumulong talaga yung employer niya. I do communicate with the employer ni Grace. Siya yung isa sa pinaka ano talaga that supported the application ni Grace actually.
Sobrang
But
swerte
she's a
daw.
very nice lady. Yes, yes.
Oo. Miss V, mabilis yung oras. So, konti
Mm,
na lang tatanong ko sa'yo. Una, may tanong pa
sure.
dito. Can an unmarried couple apply together?
Yes, unmarried couple can actually apply. You're talking about yung
Together.
common law partner in Canada. So, meron
Oo.
tayong definition dito sa Canada. So, hindi yung boyfriend, girlfriend, but couple talaga. We're talking about, we call it as a common law partner. Sometimes we call those conjugal partner yung mga same-sex relationship because here in Canada, it is also widely accepted. So, for as long as you've lived together for about a year, meron kayong proof of conjugality, alam mo yon that siguro mga statements, you've been living together, your addresses show the same address, talagang you can come here in Canada. And a lot of people actually dumating sila dito na ganyan because in the Philippines, it's not so open, hindi sila accepted in that aspect kasi iba yung culture natin, diba? So, but here is widely accepted. So, yes, you can come together actually. Just like treat yourself as like mag-asawa talaga kayo. You just don't have the piece of paper like a married couple does. But yes, you can actually come together as well.
So, nasagot na ha. Miss Jean, yung tanong nyo. If pwedeng pumunta sa pwede. Miss
Yes.
V, ang dami mong nabanggit na sobrang very informative siguro sa lahat, no? Lalo na doon sa mga kababayan natin na gustong pumunta sa Canada. Anong pwede mong sabihin doon sa mga nagbabalak ngayon? Mas maganda ba na mag-consult muna sa inyo para masiguradong matutulungan kesa yung sila mismo ang dumiretso sa paghahanap ng schools at lahat?
Para sa akin, actually, I give people like the freedom. But if you have the opportunity talaga, I was once an immigrant here, pero kasi hindi ko afford dati to pay a consultant, pay a lawyer, like, you know. Dalawa lang kasi talaga ang pwede mag-represent sa'yo in Canada that ano dito na official nating representative. It's a license or tinatawag natin regulated Canadian immigration consultant in Canada, and that's me. And then also immigration lawyer in Canada. Hindi yung nasa labas, right? So there's only 2 people na pwedeng sa inyo mag-represent. So if talagang comfortable kayo na alam nyo na ang pathway, that's fine. But ito yung nasabi ko talaga, nakikita ko. Sometimes, unless talagang determined na kayo and meron na kayong pathway, you have read everything, iba pa rin talaga because we have different expertise. You're expert on your field. I'm expert on my field. I'm not gonna claim it na, yes, nagbasa ka na sa website and it's all in there. Talagang alam mo na at pareho na tayo ng level of education because that's the same thing as saying na ikaw din, nurse ka or doctor ka and you tell me na mas magaling pa ako sa'yo kasi nagbasa na ako sa website. Alam mo yon? So basically, I would say I have a knowledge na siguro talaga ako lang talagang meron nun. This is my experience. This is what I eat. So I could better provide you with assistance in terms of navigation. Kasi ang pagpunta ng Canada is not just about I'm coming here as a student. It's about the totality. Planning of what you're going to do when you settle here in Canada. It's a most important thing because you know you don't want to waste the money that you've spent just because talagang alam mo yon na alam mo na yung gagawin, and that's what happens to a lot of people, which is okay lang kasi sometimes we needed to save money, and for me I support those people kasi I was once a dreamer din, diba? But sabi ko, if you have the opportunity to hire a representative and you know, give you the information, we do provide free talaga naman navigation, diba? If mag-consult lang kayo sa amin, lumapit kayo, we give you that free information. Why not, right? Kasi alam mo yun, rather than reading in the website is self-explanatory itself, but in terms of inadmissibilities, in terms of navigation and the rulings of the countries, the government, yun yung bagay na minsan you cannot relate because really Philippines and Canada is two different countries. Talagang magkaiba talaga. Even the way we do assessment, the way we do presentation is very different. So, alam mo yun, this is the expertise na meron kami. Well, feel free to consult us if talagang kailangan nyo ng assistance in any way. We provide a free information drive. So, why not, right? And if nag-decide ka na we want to use your services, then go. But if not naman, okay lang din naman. Alam mo yun, it's not something that you really have to be forced to. Kasi, paano na lang, we support your dreams as well. Talagang, kung ang dahilan para makarating ka ng Canada because you wala ka ng pera pangbayad ng consultant fee, then why not? Talagang alam mo yun, if I see you here one day, talagang magiging fruitful ka pa din naman, 'di ba? So, yes, depende 'yun sa inyong case. Kung confident ka na talaga na kaya mo na, you don't need to. But if talagang hindi ka pa sigurado, but a lot of people are always yan, di ba? Nasa limbo na, what do I do? Anong pipiliin ko? And I'm here. I'm like your mom. Alam mo yung ganun.
You're like a fairy godmother, actually.
Yes. Yeah, ganun, di ba? Yes. So yes, ganun yung ano.
Miss V, where can they, if in case that they want to ask more about Canada and they need your service, where can they actually seek your help?
So actually, meron kaming yung email namin is actually info@avlockyimmigration.com. And then you can also contact us sa office number namin na 1519-208-6430. Meron kaming WhatsApp pero sorry, hindi ko na tingnan ko nga dito kung meron pa. Wait lang.
Oo.
WhatsApp, meron kaming, hindi talaga nakalagay dito. Sige lang kasi kay Miss Giselle, ibigay ko lang din just in case.
Para we can, in case we can write a short about yung pagpunta sa Canada and we will include all the details.
Yes. Doon na lang siguro. And you know what? We provide free information drive. So why not? Talagang, alam nyo, magandang maintindihan nyo what's in this country. Talagang it's very important. Kasi para hindi kayo lamigin and you can enjoy the winter, alam mo yon. And I can share to you how you can make the life, alam mo yon. Kasi choice mo yon di ba? And I can give you examples. Yes.
So, yun. Napakadami mo. Sabi nga dito, napaka-positive mo. At talaga naman, para ka talagang fairy godmother na lahat may sagot. At nakakatuwa yun kasi napakaganda ng sinabi mo, you can always dream. At saka dapat masipag lang talaga.
Tapos, alam mo, dadagdag ko to, if you can dream it, you can make it talaga. Talagang that's my na nakita ko talaga, my inspiration to myself. Na sinabi ko, naalala ko lang talaga, several years ago, I was dreaming and I told myself that this is meant for me. The dream that was planted in my heart was really meant to me kasi sabi ko talaga, I will never give up on this. And then, alam mo yon, sa where I am today, it was just a dream several years ago. But kung nagawa ko yun, I don't doubt, kayo din. Mas magaling pa kayo sa akin, mas madami pa kayong ma-offer. You have a lot of skills and talents. Alam mo yun? So, I believe you can make it happen.
Thank you so much, Miss Vivian. Very informative sa mga kababayan natin. Sabi nga ni Miss V, napakadaming openings. Pwede kang driver, mekaniko, lahat. Huwag kayong mahiya. So, can we also mention your Facebook, Miss V, para at least they can check it?
Yeah, sure. Actually, meron kaming Facebook page and we do also have Instagram. Yung Instagram namin kasi hindi namin yung masyado but we are working on it right now. So may Instagram kami, Locky Immigration Solutions. And then may Facebook din. If you search, nasa Google din kami. So yeah, you can search us. Nasa Facebook kami actually. So yes, ang website namin www.avlockyimmigration.com. And then yes, actually madali accessible talaga ako, Miss Giselle, in anywhere. Even sa Facebook, I do even have a YouTube channel, Desire Canada, where people follows me. I do have like pages din, and I manage a lot of Facebook groups that have so many people there. Actually, I manage like may mga groups ako na there's 25,000 people, different groups actually na manage ko. I run the group. So yeah. If talagang naka-follow kayo sa Locky Immigration Solutions, malilink kayo sa mga connection ko. Kasi it feels like home. Hindi tayo magkasama in the same country, but the fact that you're also a dreamer, I'm in one sa inyong lahat talaga. Naramdaman ko yung niyo, how you're dreaming. And I also have a feeling na talagang mangyayari yun, and that's just how I feel because if nangyari sa akin that I was able to immigrate to Canada, I have no doubt na kayo din talaga.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So kahit po mga kababayan, kahit wala kayo sa Pilipinas at nasa ibang bansa and you want to migrate to Canada, you can reach Miss Vivian. Sabi nga niya, ang tingin namin sa kanya ay fairy godmother. Lahat ay pupwede at may solusyon. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Miss V. We will try, if in case that we need some question, if we have some questions or more details, we can ask si Miss Marine. Or I can
Yes,
message
yes,
you
yes.
sa Facebook. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
very informative insights about living in Canada. Malay mo, mag-inquire din ako. Nagka-interest sa Canada dahil sa lahat ng sinabi.
Yes, mag-visit ka talaga dito. Yeah, try mo mag-visit and see what's Canada so that ma-enjoy mo yung winter, and there's a lot to offer here na alam mo yun na gusto ko din talaga na masabi sa inyo that I mean, everyone is free to dream talaga. Alam mo yon. At sobrang ganda, talagang gandang-ganda lang tayo dito sa Canada. So yes, I would invite everybody else to look up what is Canada, ano bang ano, because really, it is a beautiful country. Talagang there's a lot of opportunity. Thank you so much, Miss Giselle, and to the Ang Pinoy. Maraming salamat po talaga. I really appreciate yung ano niyo invitation. I was so ano talaga na flat and honored ako when Miss Giselle sent a message to us. Alam mo yun, and it is a privilege to be able to speak, to tell everybody else that there is a dream waiting for you here. Talagang napaka-amazing na country. Thank you so much and God bless you all.
Thank you, Miss V. And I want to thank Miss Marine also for assisting me habang nangungulat ako kay Miss Vivian. Miss V, thank you so much. Mga kababayan, please don't forget to visit our portal. It's www.angpinoy.net. We will prepare a short article about this Canada episode. And kung hindi pa po kayo nakakapag-subscribe sa aming YouTube, please visit Ang Pinoy channel and YouTube. Our background now is Las Piñas Parish or kilala po sa Bamboo Organ Parish. Ang feature po natin ngayon na bayan ay Las Piñas City. So muli, magkita-kita tayo ngayong Sabado for another episode of Kamusta Kayo Kabayan. For now, good evening and thank you. Miss V, maraming salamat.